The Legend of Marcel, the bartender of the Lock and Key. In the medieval kingdom of Dummersville, nestled in a corner where the hustle of merchants and the clang of blacksmiths filled the air, stood a humble yet renowned establishment, the Lock and Key Tavern. It was a place where all manner of folk gathered: merchants, peasants, nobles, and most notably, the brave knights who protected the realm from the forces of darkness. But at the heart of this tavern, behind the bar, stood a man who would come to be known across the land as Marcel the Potion Master. Early life in Dummersville. Marcel was born and raised in the bustling streets of the capital city, the medieval capital of the realm. His father was a brewer, crafting the finest ales and meads in the city, while his mother was a herbalist with a passion for concoctions and remedies. From a young age, Marcel found himself surrounded by the art of mixing and brewing. He grew up with an intense fascination for the way ingredients, both common and rare, could be combined to produce a drink, a tonic, or even a cure. As a boy, Marcel would often spend hours in the workshop, experimenting with different herbs and spices. Watching the way they reacted to fire and water, the alchemy of it intrigued him. He wasn't content to simply make a good drink, he wanted to make a great drink. It was during this time that he developed a fascination with potion making, and soon, his potions were as renowned as his drinks. The tavern and the nights. When Marcel grew older, he took over his father's tavern, the Lock and Key, and it became a popular gathering spot for the knights of Dummersville. The knights, fierce and brave, often spent their coin in the tavern, unwinding after long days of battle, celebrating victories, or seeking comfort after defeat. However, Marcel, ever the shrewd businessman, soon realized that the knights, while wealthy in gold, had little to spend their treasure on outside of food, drink, and occasional armor repairs. He saw an opportunity to expand his craft beyond mere alcohol and into the realm of battle potions. With the knights coming in after every battle or quest, Marcel began to offer them more than just a hearty mug of ale. In exchange for their loyalty and for their frequent visits to the Lock and Key, Marcel offered the knights free beer, enticing them with the promise of a rare and powerful offering that would help them in their war against the encroaching forces of darkness: potions. These potions were no mere concoctions. Marcel spent countless hours perfecting his craft, developing a range of elixirs that would enhance the knight's strength, speed, and vitality in battle. The potions of battle. Marcel's potions became a vital part of the knight's arsenal. Here are the famous potions that he brewed. Potion of Strength. This potion greatly enhanced a knight's physical strength, allowing them to deal more damage in battle. It was made from a blend of enchanted root vegetables, the dried hearts of mountain boars, and the essence of fireflower petals, which provided the heat necessary to spark a warrior's inner fire. The more powerful the potion, the stronger the knight's muscles would become. Potion of Swiftness. A knight who drank this potion would move with the speed of the wind. The key ingredients were the essence of wind whispers, a rare flower that grew only in high mountain passes, powdered fairy dust, and the wings of a silver-winged beetle. The potion's effectiveness ranged from a simple burst of speed to a rapid dash that could evade even the deadliest of blows. Potion of Luck. This potion was a favorite among the knights who ventured into dungeons or faced difficult quests. The potion's primary ingredients were a 4-leaf clover, the eye of a black cat, and a handful of moonlit mushrooms that only grew during the full moon. The luck it granted varied. Sometimes it would simply lead a knight to find a small hidden treasure. Other times it would protect them from near-death encounters. Potion of Health. The health potion was a standard, but it was invaluable in the heat of battle. This brew combined medicinal herbs like sage, valerian root, and wild honey, with a touch of healing magic to rapidly restore the drinker's vitality. The potion's effectiveness ranged from minor healing to a full revitalization of the knight's strength. Potion of Unbending. This rare potion was a favorite for knights facing powerful enemies. It made the drinker's resolve as hard as steel, granting them resistance to mental and physical fatigue, even pain. It was made with a blend of ironwood bark, enchanted copper, and an infusion of ethereal mist, which together formed an unyielding barrier that could protect the knight from spells and physical blows alike. Ancient War Potion. This legendary potion was the most difficult to brew, and was considered a knight's secret weapon. It granted the drinker immense battle experience, as if they had fought in 100 battles before. The potion required the rarest of ingredients: ashes from the flame of the dragon of Darnessa, bloodroot from a century-old tree, and the whispered chants of battle-hardened veterans. The Ancient War Potion would bring a knight's battle instincts to the forefront, making them formidable opponents on the field. The potion grades and pricing. The potions were sold in varying degrees of quality. The effectiveness of each potion ranged from 10% to 30%, with the more potent potions demanding higher prices. A basic potion of strength might cost a small amount of gold pieces for a 10% strength boost, but a potion of strength with a 30% increase could cost much higher amounts of gold pieces, which would all increase with the knight's base level stats. The knights were often careful with their gold, but Marcel knew how to sweeten the deal. Every time they bought a potion, there was a chance, just a small one, that Marcel would give them a rare recipe. The recipe for Marcel's fried mushrooms, the best healing dish in the land. The fried mushroom recipe. This secret recipe involved mushrooms that only grew deep within the enchanted dark forests near Dummersville. These mushrooms, when fried with the right herbs and spices, could restore the knight's health completely after a hard-fought battle. Many knights swore by the power of the fried mushrooms, as they were far more effective than many of the basic health potions. The recipe itself was something of a mystery, a blend of magical spices and cooking techniques passed down from Marcel's mother, who had learned the craft from an ancient herbalist. The fried mushrooms became a symbol of hope for the knights, a small but important part of their strategy for surviving the darkest battles. Marcel's secret healing potions for King Louis and the royal family. While the Lock and Key Tavern was renowned for its bustling trade with the knights and adventurers of Dummersville, there was a quieter, more mysterious aspect to Marcel's brewing talents that only the highest echelons of Dummersville society knew about. Behind the scenes, Marcel crafted some of his most extraordinary potions, not for the common folk or the warriors of the realm, but for the royal family itself. The king, his advisors, and the nobility relied on Marcel's healing potions in times of dire need, potions that the royal family's usual medical experts couldn't match. The trust of King Louis. King Louis was a wise and fair ruler, beloved by his people, but often burdened with the stresses of his crown. Over the years, he had suffered from a number of ailments, both physical and mental. His court physicians, although skilled in their craft, could not always provide the swift or miraculous cures that the king required. It was then that a trusted messenger from the king elicited Marcel at the Lock and Key, seeking a private audience. The king's advisors had heard rumors of Marcel's potions, whispers of brews that could heal wounds in an instant or revitalize a fading spirit. What made Marcel's potions unique was his ability to blend ancient knowledge with rare ingredients from all corners of the realm. The royal family needed potions that were not just effective, but potent enough to withstand the unique challenges they faced, be it poisonings, curses, or battle wounds too grave for the typical medical treatments. Marcel, ever cautious yet loyal to his king, agreed to meet in secret, in the shadows of his tavern cellar. Far from the prying eyes of the public, Marcel began to create a new line of potions, just for the king and his family, potions with ingredients so rare and so powerful that they were closely guarded secrets. The royal healing potions. Marcel's royal healing potions were not made for the faint of heart. They took time, precision, and care. The ingredients required were often expensive, rare, and difficult to find. Some were known only to those with deep knowledge of ancient herbs. while others were so rare that only whispers of their existence remained. Marcel's royal brews were said to be a blend of magic, ancient alchemy, and the healing arts of forgotten times. Here are some of the secret potions Marcel brewed for the royal family. Royal Elixir of Everlasting Vitality. This was one of Marcel's most revered potions, capable of restoring the king's vigor, energy, and overall health in a matter of hours, unlike ordinary healing potions, which could heal wounds or ailments. The Elixir of Everlasting Vitality could actually reverse the toll that age, stress, and prolonged sickness had on the body. The ingredients were both extraordinary and dangerous to obtain. It required Heart of the Phoenix, a rare and mystical flower that bloomed only in the heart of volcanic caves. Tears of the Moon, droplets that could only be harvested from the most remote reaches of the Midnight Sea, and dragon scale dust, finely ground from scales shed by the great fire-breathing dragons that roam the northern mountains. The brew was potent and required skill to balance the fiery, volatile nature of the phoenix heart with the calming properties of the moon tears. Potion of the Moon's Embrace. This potion was designed to heal wounds, but not just any wounds, curse wounds. Many enemies of the kingdom were skilled in dark magic, and sometimes the royal family would find themselves poisoned or cursed by malevolent sorcerers. The Potion of the Moon's Embrace was Marcel's answer to this threat. It was brewed with a mix of moonvine, a delicate herb that only grew during lunar eclipses, starfall and ashes, collected from fallen meteorites, and essence of the nightshade berry, a rare fruit that only grew under the light of a blue moon. The potion was rumored to be able to reverse curses, remove poisons, and even heal spiritual ailments that could not be touched by normal medicine. Elixir of Mind and Spirit. King Louis often faced immense stress and anxiety due to the heavy burden of ruling. Marcel, understanding the mental toll of leadership, created this special elixir to soothe the mind and refresh the spirit. It was a brew of celestial lavender, a flower that bloomed only during meteor showers, and crystallized honey, harvested by bees that fed on nectar from enchanted, glowing flowers. This potion helped the king regain mental clarity, focus, and calm during times of crisis. It was also used to treat sleeplessness or nervous disorders among the royal family, granting them a peaceful, restorative sleep. Potion of Regrowth. A unique potion designed to speed up the body's natural healing process after severe physical injuries, especially in cases where standard medicine was ineffective. This potion required sap from the Yggdrasil tree, a mythical tree said to be the source of all life, and golden everbloom petals, which were gathered from a rare flower that bloomed only in the midst of wild storms, combined with a dash of phoenix feather ash collected during the molt of the great birds. This potion could accelerate tissue regeneration and help heal broken bones, torn muscles, and even internal injuries that would take years to heal under normal circumstances. Elixir of the King's Favor. A more mysterious potion, rarely spoken of outside royal circles. This was a brew designed to enhance the king's natural charisma and influence. It could make him more persuasive in the court, ensuring his commands were obeyed without question and strengthening his resolve in difficult political negotiations. It was made from royal blue orchids, which grew only in the most protected royal gardens, combined with elderroot, an ancient herb that could sharpen the mind and smooth speech. The brew was kept as a closely guarded secret, used only in times of great political importance or diplomatic urgency. The secret of the potion's power, Marcel never revealed to anyone except for the king and his closest advisors the full list of ingredients for these potions. The herbs and materials used in the royal potions were rare, sometimes bordering on the legendary, and their procurement required special permissions or dangerous quests. But what made Marcel's potions truly unique was not just the ingredients, it was his understanding of the balance between them. While the royal court physicians could make standard healing salves and potions, none could brew potions with such potent, wide-ranging effects as Marcel's. His knowledge of alchemy, potion magic, and herbal remedies allowed him to craft brews that were both medicinal and magical, capable of treating the soul as much as the body. A private business arrangement, Marcel's arrangement with the royal family was kept under the strictest secrecy. He did not advertise these rare potions in the Lock and Key Tavern, and only the royal courier would deliver his brews directly to the palace when needed. In return for his services, Marcel was paid handsomely in gold and land, but perhaps more valuable than that, he gained the unspoken trust of the king himself. King Louis often made Marcel an honorary member of the court, though Marcel preferred to remain in the shadows, working on his brews and tending to his tavern. The legacy of the royal potions. As the years passed, Marcel's potions became more than just a commodity. They became a symbol of the royal family's strength, wisdom, and connection to the mystical forces that governed the world. And as the king's health remained strong well into his later years, many whispered that it was not just the magic of his court physicians, but the potent potions of Marcel the potion master, that kept the king alive and well, ready to rule the kingdom for generations to come. Thus, Marcel's legacy continued to grow not just as a humble bartender in the Lock and Key Tavern, but as a secret ally to the royal family, a keeper of ancient healing arts, whose potions played a pivotal role in the preservation of the realm's prosperity and the health of its rulers. Marcel's legacy. Over the years, Marcel became more than just a bartender, he became a legend. The knights trusted his potions and his hospitality, and many came to view the Lock and Key as their second home. Marcel's potions were a key part of the knights' victories against the forces of darkness, and his tavern grew in renown. The kingdom of Dummersville prospered, thanks in no small part to the powerful elixirs that kept the knights strong and able to protect the kingdom. And so, in the heart of the medieval city of Dummersville, with its cobblestone streets and towering spires, the legend of Marcel the Potion Master and his Lock and Key Tavern lived on. His potions, his ale, his fried mushrooms, and his royal potions became the stuff of stories, a legacy of strength, swiftness, luck, and unbending will. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. If you want more content like this, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below letting me know what you think. Until next time, may legends be born.